Hello, I'm Lewis and welcome to Braving Outdoors. Now I am out here on a pretty chilly day and I am not adequately dressed. So today we're going to be talking about layering up. Layering up is using multiple layers to give you the maximum protection no matter what's happening in the environment. So we would start with a base layer, and I have a base layer under my trousers. Then we'd start adding layers with different functions on top. So for example, base layer on the legs, trousers, which are a little bit windproof, they're a little bit thermal, but adding some waterproofs on top, and my legs are pretty roasty toasty now. So obviously on the top I'm wearing a base layer. Base layers often need a layer on top, so they work as best as they can. And for this is a thermal layer that I'm wearing today, which just gives me a little bit extra warmth, but I do need to, at very least, put a t-shirt on top, because the thermal layer offers almost no protection from the elements themselves. Now, I'm going to throw a hat on because it is very chilly today. So once we've got our t-shirt on, just a regular t-shirt, should keep us quite warm, we're going to stick a jumper on top. And the jumper just gives us more thermal protection. Now, there's lots of different kinds of jumpers, fancier jumpers, different materials, but really, with your jumper layer, or you're just adding a bit of thermal protection on top of there. And that is lovely for me. But it's windy today, and it is cold today, and it has been raining today, and this jumper doesn't protect me from that. So what I have often in my backpack is one of these. Now, this is a very cheap, very thin, OneSkin jacket. And what this does is it really keeps the worst of the wind and the worst of the rain off me. In heavy rain, it may come through if it's really heavy, but this thing has served me all right. It's actually pretty good. But for a colder day where I feel like I need a little bit more protection from the cold, what I would normally put on, and what you've seen me in before, is this. And this is the jacket that I wear for work. Now it does offer me more thermal protection because it has the padding on the inside. Now obviously jackets come in all shapes and sizes and different kinds and different materials. The main thing you're looking for here with this kind of jacket is a little bit more protection from the cold. You're wanting a bit of wind resistance, and certainly you want this layer to be waterproof, because when your inside layers get wet, they don't keep you as warm. But obviously, what do you do if it gets warmer and you want to take layers off? Well, you bring a backpack. You bring something that you can put the stuff in. So I have my backpack here. I don't want to wear this layer. I'm going to throw it in. The great thing about the layering system is that you can take off whichever layers you want and leave whichever layers on. So I could, with a t-shirt and my thin jacket, if I thought it was warm, but a little bit wet. So that's quite useful. We'll close up our backpack there. Now your layering system is basically complete there. But the last thing that I would add is a final overlayer, a waterproof layer and a windproof layer. And I would do it with this. Now this is a poncho, and it really is just some waterproof protection. If you're out for a whole day or maybe a number of days, you're going to want as much protection, as much protection for you and your layers as possible. So if you grab one of these, if you're out hiking, this protects you from the wind, it protects you from the rain, and best of all, it protects your backpack too. So that is me from very cold today to actually pretty warm. Have a good one. Bye.